Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James.
Hey, and welcome to this special Christmas edition of the Mind Over Money podcast. I hope you are all well, and I hope you are all in the festive spirit, providing you are actually listening to this and watching this during the festivities. If you're not, well, look, why can't every day be Christmas? But anyway, if you're new to our show, welcome to our family. If you are coming back, welcome back. And you know the drill. This podcast only gets traction when you guys subscribe and share it and leave reviews. So please take a moment, if you haven't done so already, to leave a review for us, to make sure you subscribe to us, and to make sure that you share it with somebody that you love. All right. So look, what do I want to talk to you about during this special Christmas edition? And I'm not wearing my Christmas hat on the video version of this, by the way. So sad times. But anyway, what do I want to share with you? It's to do with loneliness. Look, sadly, Christmas time isn't a great time for everybody. And there are people all across the world right now who are going to be spending Christmas alone. From young people to elderly people to even people out there right now who on the face of it look like they're popular and have got loads of friends, but actually they're going to be spending Christmas Day on their own. Now, for some people, they don't mind because they're quite happy being on their own, which is fine. However, I want you to spare a thought this Christmas for people who are on their own. Now, what has this got to do with the Mind Over Money podcast? What has this got to do with even making money? What's this got to do with mindset? What's this got to do with anything? Well, look, here's the thing. As you all know, for those of you who've been listening to me for a long time, whatever state you're in, it will dictate your outcome. It will dictate your results. Now, how do you feel when you are on your own? Well, obviously you feel lonely, but what state does that put you in? Does that put you in a high vibration state or a low vibration state? Chances are it puts you into a low vibration state. And when you are on your own in a low vibration state, your mind starts playing games on you. It starts telling you stuff that perhaps isn't necessarily true. And those things could be anything from I'm not good enough, people don't like me, this is what my life's supposed to be like, I suppose, maybe I'm meant to be on my own, whatever it is. And the more you say this stuff to yourself, the deeper you go into this low vibration state. Now look, if you are looking to excel in your career, if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to generate more income right now, you should know, because if you follow me, you should know, if you are in a low vibration state, then it's going to affect how much money you make, plain and simple. Now, if you are going to be on your own this Christmas, then what I would love to encourage you to do is to not give in to this negative chit chat, to not give in to this, well, I'm Billy No Mates, nobody loves me, nobody likes me. Look, it is what it is, all right? Life is life. That's it. Now, you can either go with things that go wrong, or you can go in an opposite direction. And it's a matter of perception and choice. Look, just because you being on your own during Christmas doesn't feel very nice, doesn't mean that you're a bad person, doesn't mean that nobody likes you, doesn't mean that that's your destiny and that's what's meant to happen. No, because if you start going down that route, you're going to end up putting yourself in a very low vibration state, which is going to impact your new year and the new you, right? So don't go down that route. Now, the other thing I want you to have a think about right now, if you're not alone, like if you're someone who's got people around you, you can't wait for Christmas, you're going to have family around, or you're going around to someone else's place or whatever it is, I want you to spare a thought for people who are on their own this Christmas. Because there are so many people out there who are going to spend Christmas alone and are going to be lonely and are going to think bad things about themselves, or going to feel down, or dare I say, get themselves into a state of depression. So spare a thought for people. Who can you go and help this Christmas? Is there anyone that you know is going to be on their own? For example, is there a neighbor that you're aware of? Is there people in care right now that you know they've got no family or friends visiting them for Christmas? Who do you know that could be spending Christmas on their own? And I'd like you to spare them a thought, and I'd like you to consider whether you can take 10, 15, 20 minutes out your day to either go and see them or go and give them a call or something of the sort. Because there are people out there right now who could do with being lifted up. There's going to be people on Christmas Day who could do with actually feeling like somebody actually cares. And by the way, even if you are listening to this episode and it's past Christmas and we're not even in Christmas, because I am fully aware this is a podcast episode and some of you could be watching this during the summertime. I don't know. But wherever you're listening to this, it's not just about Christmas time. Who do you know right now in your life or know of that spends a lot of time alone, doesn't have a lot of friends, doesn't have a lot of connections, sometimes feels like people don't care about them? Who do you know like that? Go out there and reach out to them. Go out there and tell them, hey, I'm here if you need anything. Go out and do something nice for them. Go and see them. Go and do something, because loneliness kills, sadly. It really, really does. And there are so many people, especially here in the UK, there are so many elderly people during Christmas time and beyond who spend so much time alone. There are people who have worked in this country. They've worked hard. They've given back to other people. There's people who've served this country. There's so many people that have done so many great things for their country. And then they get to retirement age and they start to get to their older years and they sit down looking at four walls. Nobody else is around them. And that sucks, especially if you've poured so much into your country. So what can we do for people, especially the elderly right now, not just during Christmas time, but in general, that we can make them feel a bit more connected, okay? So look, I promise you go and do stuff like that. Not only will they feel great, you'll feel great too, and you'll be floating on cloud nine. So during this Christmas period, I want you to do two things. Number one, if you're spending Christmas on your own, please don't let it get the better of you, because it will affect you in your career, in your business, in your job, in your life in general, okay? You are not Christmas Day. You are not the person sitting on their own. That's not who you are, okay? That's just a incident. That is a time in space where you are on your own on a particular day at a particular time. It doesn't dictate who you actually are, okay? So don't let it get the better of you. And remember to spare a thought for people out there who are on their own for Christmas, all right? Now, with that, I want to wish every single one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. To you, your loved ones, and your family. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you take some time for yourself. Make sure you look after yourself, and make sure you also spare a thought for other people. So Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed this special edition of the Mind Over Money podcast. I hope you did, so make sure you share it with someone who needs to hear it. Make sure you share it with other people who should be going out there and helping other people right now. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to us on your favorite platforms and leave us a review too. All right, I love you loads, and until next time, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly, truly deserve. Take care for now.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels. Links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.